Microphone's working now? Great. Hey everyone. I bring not so good news. I've decided I'm gonna retire from modding FM. It's just, it's been too much the last couple weeks. Today has proven me one thing though, and that is that all of the kind messages that everyone has sent have been absolutely tremendous. And I'm just here to tell you that I'm gonna stay. It's been welcome. It's April Fools. I did get a lot of you. It's been a great little session to do. It's April Fools, 1st of April. It is an April Fool's joke. I've not done one for 10 years, and I had the opportunity to do one now, so I'm just like, why not? You know, it's really funny. So yeah, you've been had. But the messages and just in general it's been great today to see that. I've purposefully not replied to anyone. It's been a thing of, you know, just trying to see what happened to the community, and the messages really did touch me. So yeah, but it was an April Fool's joke. I'm just gonna see what chat is gonna say right now. Oh, I am quite cheeky. True. I didn't want to let it go on for too long, because I was kind of worried that, you know, if you don't say anything too quickly, it might go a little bit too long. But it would have actually been the best day to announce it. I genuinely thought a lot more people would have fallen for it, or wouldn't have fallen for it than people did. So I was kind of surprised how long everything just, you know, but it was really funny. So I'm having a good day. It's been quite a funny one. That said, I am going to release 3.0 in a few weeks' time. It's been a huge undertaking, especially these last few days. But I want to showcase some things in the game that I have been able to do now because of it, right? So I'll be posting a lot of things on Twitter, on social media. The post should be up right now as well, telling you guys that it was a prank. Yeah, it is cool. But let's boot up the game and let's go over some changes for 3.0. How do you guys rate this in terms of like an April Fool's joke? Because I think it's quite good. It's quite harmless, funny. Stressful? Seriously? Is it? Am I genuinely? Am I that important for the community? Is that because I don't see myself that way? Don't want to see myself that way. Just like to kind of think that. They sure give a lot of work and trouble. They do. You're collectively crushed. Wow. Thank you so much for the $11.66, Arthur. Thank you so much for just being here again and for the donation. Thank you so much. Let me fix my camera again real quick, because this always seems to break when I'm switching these scenes. Give me a second. Or am I on the wrong scene? No, I'm not. Making a right hash out of this, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, so we're just gonna go over some changes. I haven't done the full League on yet, but we're just gonna go over through and see some changes that are gonna be coming for 3.0. So we're gonna start off with Ren, because why not? Should we get some music going? Because I removed Spotify, I believe, from my PC last time out. Let me see. Do I still have it online? There we go. There we go. There's the music, DJ. Happy April Fools, Arthur. So if we go and use our free camera with F5. So the screenshots you're seeing on Twitter, they are actually real. Like, they are the way that they are. So this is going to be how the stadiums are going to look in 3.0. I'm just gonna make this a little vibe stream. It's been funny to prank a large group. It's kind of been. So we can see that the ball is actually lighting up now with the grass. I'm working on a plugin where you can override the grass yourself. So you can change it to make it lighter or darker based on your own preference. As well as, if we go and remove the so you can change the bloom. So you can change the post-processing mid-match to suit it for your needs. Increase the scatter. So you can control all these values yourself mid-engine, and it will save it to the config, and it will apply them to all of the stadiums in the like configuration based. So this is, yes, it is April Fool's FBL Magic. I'm not retiring. So yeah, those are some of the features that are gonna come. Let's go. Will the lights turn on if the game starts late in the afternoon? Yes. So the lights will be on automatically, always, because I cannot change that dynamically just yet. Good afternoon, Dale. How are you? If you go to Brest, because I believe they had Lorient also had a smaller stadium. So this camera needs a bit of work still, but otherwise what would happen with the tactical camera, especially in this stadium, is for the height, so you would be looking at the roof, right, in Brest. Yes, Recallmeister. My statement is an April Fool's joke. But now with the broadcast camera, you will actually be able to see the field and the pitch and the ball and that sort of stuff. So I'm also gonna rework some of the seat plans. Yeah, to be honest, it was quite funny, Recallmeister. I didn't expect. I expected more people to see through it. But you can see here now with the custom camera. So now stadiums like Bournemouth, stadiums like Crystal Palace, Brentford, you know, I will be able to adjust those as well. And the same here goes. There is lens flare on the floodlights and bloom, which are also able to change yourself to be stronger or more dim. It needs a bit of work still, because I'm still learning how cameras work in game. Yes, it is April Fool's, Julian. It is April Fool's. Okay, people are thinking it in good faith. That is so cool. That is great. Nice. Let's go to Lorient, because that's also one where I've got the camera change. So I still need to do the Premier League stadiums, as I just said. But I can change all of the presets right now. So I can change all the camera presets. You see here for Lorient, the bench will now pop in. There we go. So now we can see from the broadcast setting there. So a lot of work is going into this right now. We can do a few stadiums today as well, just to showcase what it's like. We're actually going to be doing the Paris Saint-Germain one today. So that should be a good one. We're going to redo that one. Let's go to the Velodrome. So I'm just gonna showcase some of them, guys. If you guys have questions, let me know. It is an elaborate April Fool's prank. I haven't done one for 10 years, so to do it now and be this successful is kind of funny. Estimates for when it will come out. I'm gonna be a bit of a dick and I'm gonna say when it's ready, but I expect it to be in a month time. The thing with these sorts, the thing now with this is it just takes a fucking long time because I have to manually do them all right now again. So it takes a long time. You can see here with the velodrome. Players are not sitting on the benches. Where's the ball? It is... went out of bounds. Goal kick. So now the ball has actual lighting as well. Players have lights, ad boards have lights. With this statement, you can sell the 3.0 version for €50, then you can... They probably will, but I'm not in that business. I don't like scamming my audience. In that way, at least. It's funny for a little bit, but it shouldn't go on for too long. That makes sense. So here is the Lille. I did change the camera here as well a little bit. Nah, Stuart, I'm not retiring. I haven't got that type of generational wealth. Plus, I love it. I like it too much. So these are some changes with Lille. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't actually. In the camera override, I need to still program it in that I can override my own free camera. So this is Lille. You can see I have also redone some of the seat maps because some of them were absolutely shocking. But yeah, guys, if you are new here, please do leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you're new. It helps out a ton. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit because it is quite loud in my ears. So I'm gonna bump this one up. Oh, you guys can't hear it now. My bad. I'm just gonna have to deal with that. There we go. Ibu, this mod, it has come a really long way, man. For sure. And it's basically been 5 months of crazy work, non-stop work on this. The faster UI. If you go on my Twitter page, I have an update posted right there. Luis. If you go on my Twitter page, there is a link there to a new version of this faster speed UI. Faster UI speed. So this is Monaco. Again, let's go into free camera. So this is even during a daytime game. So for example, in cases like this where you think it's too strong, I think it's too strong in this case. You're able to just tune it down, reduce the scatter a little bit. So you can still enjoy it if you're in free camera. But you don't have to, it's not like it's super in your face. So those are all the kind of features that I will be doing into the 3.0 update. We've now been in Ligue 1 for a little bit. Is there another one that I really liked? Myself, I quite liked Was it Lyon or was it Nantes? Thank you, Rogish. Thank you for the $4.
Het Rogish Babel superchatted $4 en 11 cent, Big Boss L. April Fool is lame my G watershed moment.
I love how the text speech just butchered that entire thing. Is FreeCam a separate mod? It is, but I'm really thinking about bundling it in together with the actual with the Stadia mod itself, because I know it's stable enough to do it now. So I'm gonna bundle it together with it. Unfortunately, the loading thing there is something I can't do anything about. There you can also see the benches are filled again, so you'll have the manager on the touchline. If we zoom out again to the Groupama, I gave it some new metal textures as well. So yeah, I think this update is going to be transformative to the mod itself. Now, who wants to see the camp now live? The new now camp. I won't, Bawel. I won't. Thank you.
Het Rogish Babel superchatted $4 en 11 cent, lol love you Big Boss. But never do this to us again, Chief.
You got it in PES already. Great. That's great, Hadouken. But yeah, thank you so much again, Rogish Bawel. Thank you so much. I can show the Stadium of Light. Yes, give me a little bit. Go to the FreeCam stage inside the FreeCam folder in the plugins folder. Yes. Yes, Arthur. No worries, Rich Son. Give me a second. I'll show the new Nowcam first. So this is the new Nowcam. We're just gonna watch it from. Is Christensen bald? Bald? Oh no, he's not. He's almost bald though. So we're gonna showcase a little bit of this first, so you can see the ball now actually also travels with the lighting. What a fucking goal that is! What a ping! So if we go into the top layers here, you can see it's the camp now in all its glory. Now it does struggle a little bit because it has 98,000 spectators. So it does struggle a little bit, but yes, it is indeed the new Now Camp. And the rain has started working again, so I fixed the weather plugin, which broke after 26.2. You can see the away section. And if we, I still need to render, or still need to update the code. Okay. I have made a plugin feature that disables the crowds, so you can see the seat maps. You can. So every stadium is gonna look essentially like this. That's the aim, to have it in terms of quality. So what I like for this one is to just increase the bloom a little bit, lower the threshold a little, and then if we go on free camera. Saw a bird flying in my webcam. Oh yeah, that's true. It has one of those. Yeah, see, it has one in them. Then we go into the dugout. Manager cam. So Richson, the way that works with the mod is that the capacity won't actually change. So there will be no visual changes in your stadium. It's all purely for the number's sake. That's still a limitation I cannot work around so far, sadly. When will it be available? For patrons, maybe in a week or 3. It's a shitload of work, and now it's 75 stadiums out of, what is it, 100 or 209. So this here is now the Stadium of Light. We'll go into free cam in a little bit. This mod has come so far, guys. I believe Ibu said it just now, but I am so happy with where the mod is now. Now for the shadow, the ball is gonna go dark a little bit. I'm still trying to fix that specifically. I haven't been able to do so successfully just yet. And I also need to do something with the reflection probes because they stopped working in this one specifically. So, same for the lens flare. But the rain triggered now dynamically in match. You can't see it almost, so that's also something I'm gonna improve. The visuals of the rain. But this is all reflection probe work, so that's something that will be fixed in terms of the release. See, because I have the lens flare up there, but not down there, so it's something I still need to fix. But let's go for an afternoon skybox, and then we can clear the rain. There we go. So yeah, this will all be better. This artifacting. No, the title is actually the title is actually from a Twitter post that I made, but it is an April Fool's joke. So yes, you want to see Wrexham? We can do that. So in the case of like the Wrexham here, I will need to make a custom camera. But the race course is gonna come for what's it, for 3.0. Still need to fix a few of the textures. And the seating plan looks a bit off at the moment. Will also be fixed. So this was a version 1.0 model. But the race course is so no, there will be no new stadiums. Maybe only a few Argentinian ones, and Wrexham, and well, of course the new Camp Nou. Andorra is getting one, and aside from that, I don't think I've included any new ones. Simply because it is already so many to do myself. If that makes sense. Let's go to Spain. To La Liga. Another one that I was really proud of was the Vallecas. Yes, the aliasing now is fixed in the next update as well. So I've done all of the well, the ones that I haven't done yet. But I've done all of these sides here, and I've tried to fix them all. Oh, I need to change the naming scheme of this one. So it's the Vallecas. One of my favorite stadiums. One of the best saves I've ever done online. But stuff like this looks just fantastic, in my opinion. Ah. Trigger to leave match thing. Now I need to redo the Italian one still. So we'll see for Bologna, for example. I haven't done Charlton yet, Stuart. So that will have to wait a little bit. So for example, this is now Bologna. No, it's an April Fool's joke, M&S. I did have, like so many people fell for it though. It's kind of funny. So for example here, the middle lighting is probably too bright, so you can then tune it down a little bit yourself. So there we go. Yeah. Again, the ball is now visible as well. I have the thing now again that fucking San Siro. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. It was dark again. Oh, now it's light. Yeah, I cannot be fucked. Seriously. Oh yeah, this now happens sometimes as well. There we go. So I still need to figure out why it does that. But the roof. So this will be the San Siro. So we're just showcasing some and then we'll go back to Unity. We'll do some productive live streaming as well, actually. No, it's an April Fool's joke, Gary. Yes, the free camera mod will be updated, will be included. Should we do the Giuseppe Meazza as well? The Inter one? Might as well, right? Are they not in the Champions League? Oh yeah, here they are. Okay. Yes, correct, Jon. So that will be... why the fuck is it working now? It wasn't working yesterday. This game sometimes, bro. No, but that will be fixed now, Jon. So I will be able to set up specific camera angles now myself. So for example here now I need to redo the lights to still have more intensity. Because now I think it is a little bit too dark. So it needs to... Yeah, we need to have some more intensity. The traitor. But this goes hard now, guys. Especially if you do something more like this. So yeah, stuff's looking on the up. Now, let's stop mucking about and let's go back to Unity. Because we are going to be working on Parc des Princes today. Let me, there we go. Yeah, so I updated the camera mod, so it's now on my Patreon. Pitch textures on the previous update. I can't remember, actually. So I'm gonna remove that real quick now for a moment. I will copy over Parc des Princes. So get these, copy it over and put into here. Assets. Which one was that? Models. There we go. France. Ligue 1. PSG. So yeah, I'm really hyped for this update, guys. It's literally going to be transformative to the experience, in my opinion. There we go. Not the last one, but the update before that. Yeah, the reason why I stepped away from those is because the textures for that one, they were making up 30 megabytes of the whole bundle. So I don't know if it's worth it to increase the size of the stadium by that much for the pitch alone. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know, but that's why I was very hesitant to put them in. Right, and then here we do generate lighting, UV, we do mesh, and we'll compress the textures a little bit, and we'll extract them all. There we go. Well, guys, if you did enjoy the April Fool's thing, I'm still amazed how many people fell for it. Seriously. Yeah, so I'm working on a custom pitch overhaul. Oh man, I really enjoyed today, you know that? I was really looking forward to it. And it turned out really well. For some reason, your super chat hasn't come through yet, Empil, but thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What a day. Let's take a look here because I need to reply to something real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, by the way, feel free to use that image on Twitter now with me in the swimming goggles as actual, like, make it sure it's a meme or something. Inzoy. What is that? Is that a stadium? I've got no idea what that is. Oh. It's like a live sim. I can't tell you how relieved it was to see that you're. Thank you so much, Moutkip. Yeah, it's genuinely, I didn't expect so many people to fall for it. Oh, it's again that's similar, but use Unreal Engine 5. Yeah. Yeah, I've never, but I don't know. It's I think I'm having my hands full with FM at the moment as it is. So let me do punctual lights. We'll do GPU instancing and DVR. Apply that. So now I'm able to edit the EXR files. I was able to do that from the start, but I'm now able to do it constantly, like consistently. I've learned how to do so. So now I'm able to change light maps myself. So in the case of like Roma or Lazio, maybe now while we have pitch diarrhea, I will be able to change them without having to rebake the entire scene. So that's gonna be a big benefit. I was half asleep when I saw the tweet, not even really. Yeah, I was so tempted to just reply, look at the dates, right? But I just decided not to. It was really hard not to reply to people, but I held on for at least 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So that was really, it was really funny. You guys are good sports, though. I will say that, because there are people and there are communities where this would have actually just caused so much hate. So everyone, you guys are a good sport. I will say that. We'll also change these then, 270 degrees. Now I forgot one thing actually, and that is to prepare the texture files for this one. So yesterday late I was still working on the FText converter for PES, so I can now extract all of the textures that come with stadiums, which I couldn't do before, and then I can do it now. So that is something that is really going to be good. But it does also mean that I still need to prepare all the files in Photoshop. So I'm gonna copy all the textures now, have them in PNGs. So this is where TCS skins. He's changing some stadiums in PES as well himself now. He's been helping me out a ton in terms of learning new skills in textures. So big shout out to TCS skins. He's actually the one who did the workspace skin for a long time. He's now a retired skin maker. But yeah, I'll be showing off some of that now, how much work sometimes goes into these. Because for example, the Ibrox rework that you guys saw, that one took me about 7 hours to complete. Same with the Camp Nou, took me about 8 hours or so. So this one is not Brest, this one is PSG. So we'll override it there. Then lock this one for now. And then kaboom. So there is this grass right here. In my own, I still need to get a height function, and if I have that, I can actually make it like semi 3D. So that's gonna look even better than it is now. Okay. I'm gonna delete all of the DDS files and the ftext in this copied directory. Give me 2 seconds, boys and girls. So that is about 230 megabytes of textures. If you are new to the stream though, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Helps me out a ton. This was an elaborate April April Fool's prank, but I liked it nonetheless. I think it's good fun. You guys took it like champions, and now we're back on the grind. So I hope to get this out within the next month. It will go out on Patreon first for game changers and above, and that is to do with the fact that this takes a lot of time, and I need to still be able to make a living. So without the Patrons, huge shout out to them as well. This wouldn't have been possible. Yeah, just really appreciation stream for them. Hang on, I'm gonna take off these goggles because these are annoying. So the story behind the swimming goggles is I swam at a pretty high level back in my childhood, and those goggles I actually bought with prize money winnings. So yeah, that is like a cool little behind the scenes backstory of them. I just thought it would be really funny to just deadpan sit there with like that monstrosity. Oh fuck, it's gonna do all the alphas, isn't it? Fuck. Yeah, let's just finish it. Let's just let it finish doing this. And I need to reset. I need to reset my preferences there. Sakra. How do I do that for your NVIDIA DDS? Hang on a second, boys and girls. Because is it doing alpha now? Because it's not using. Oh no, now it did the RGB because it's PNGs. Okay, good, nice. Nice. Oh my god. So many people. So many people are taking it really well. That is amazing. I really like that. Anyway, let me put on the second conversions so we can actually get a fucking move on. Apologies for the swearing, by the way. Not many know this, but French is actually a language that I can speak semi-normally. French being, of course, the language of the swear. Alright, cool. In fact, let me just take all of these and lift them up just a tiny little bit. So we're also going to be doing text replacements for all of these. Not all of these, but some of these at least. Just because they look better. So you can see, for example, here I changed some of these stairs to be more, to look a little bit better. But we can change a few of the concrete here as well. So we can search for materials. And we can just see whichever one looks a little bit better. Of course, without removing the detail in the first place. Fucking hell. 50,000 steps this. Ba-da-ba-da. That's probably too much still. So the reason, what makes it a bit tricky now is that I can't change the UV mapping in Unity. And UV mapping is essentially the way the texture wraps around the face. So I'm unable to change that now in Unity. That's Blender work. So I kind of like this one actually. I need to find one that has a little bit less space in between the steps. See, something like that. No, I'm not sure that looks bad as well. I think I think that actually is pretty okay. Now the concrete, go in here. So I'll be using the same concrete now on the bottom here for every one of the stands. Same for this here. Actually, it doesn't look better. All right. Also added in there. Now for these tunnel arches. Those aren't see-through? Okay. Or like have an alpha. So I need to change that in the coming future as well. So we'll have a net. Let me see how far Photoshop is. All right. What files do you replace for the 2.4? What do you mean with the... So are you... for which version are you updating FM Harv? That is kind of important for me to know, because then I can tell you exactly and specify which ones exactly. So these are the arches. Okay, they also are static. For the glass here, we can actually do something. We can make them transparent. They actually have the stickers on them. That is a very neat detail. I like that. These should also be... Are they not alpha? Oh wow. One thing that I do know is alpha is the wiring sets. And that is the same with these. So let's reduce the clipping a little bit. F1 could never. So we'll also remove this. So now the benches are empty and clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 14 seats, which means either one player is gonna have to. Yeah, we'll figure out a fix. So we'll add an empty. And then we'll add another empty. We'll copy this one. So I need to do this now for every stadium. So I'm gonna take you guys, excuse me, I'm gonna take you guys through it. 90, is that correct? No, that's not correct. 180 it is. Yeah, cool. Right, so we'll just copy that. We copy that one. So now what we need to do is do this. Four, and then copy and paste. And there we go. That's 5. This is fuck off. This is 6. I'll copy and paste that one. Put it in there for 2.0 for Stadia Mega Pack. So for 2.0, you ideally remove all of them. So remove all of the files you currently have, and that has to do with the fact that there are some architectural changes in 2.4. So what that means is some of the plugins changed, and some configs might have some residual data that isn't going to be helping you. So you want to remove the entire pack, unless you have custom kits for the crowds. And then simply install 2.8 or 2.4 fresh is what I would do. So that is my tip to you. And we'll simply copy and paste this one and we'll name it 15. So we'll copy and paste this. We'll rename it to Away. So I'm doing this whilst the normal textures are being processed in Photoshop. So we'll be doing the little touch up like this. I don't know what disconnected now. It used to be my external drive, which is sick. Okay, it looks to be back now. Weird. Let me put my file structure back in place. It's so cool how it just does it sometimes. I need to check something real quick for a Patreon member. Give me a second. There we go. That is Photoshop done. I just need to send a few files to one of the persons. Give me a second. And in the meantime, I will be doing the script now. I will be loading it on for the specular maps, like the occlusion maps. There we go. Why is my fucking hard drive not doing what it's supposed to do? This is so weird. Oh well. Seems to work again now though. No idea. Anyway. Yeah, okay, cool. So now we'll just simply rename those to Away. So I want to get into the habit of streaming again a bit more regularly. It's been a bit too long. and I feel like I just enjoy streaming with you guys way too much. So yeah. In the meantime, we're just gonna be touching up on this one for a little bit. Gonna be interesting to see what exactly then clips. Okay, nothing. Because that should be concrete right there, but anyway. Whatever. So this is a fence. We can reduce this one a little bit. Okay, cool. There we go. So that is the textures now loaded. I will cut those textures into the folder right here. And this is going to be one of the most tedious things that you guys have seen in a long, long time. I'll probably need to reply to everyone now saying it's an April Fool's joke, isn't it? Because so many people haven't caught on yet. Which, to be fair, I don't blame them for it. It's just, I find it quite funny. But I'll probably need to do that at some point. Just reply to people. Alright, now what I need to do now is the bulk texture importer. I'll just quickly go in here. So this can take a little bit of time. It's maybe a good time for me to answer some questions that you guys might have. We've been live for an hour now, like right an hour. Do you know what, actually? I'm gonna get some drink. So I'll be right back. Saatana. Right, so I'll just tweet out that we're working on the back to pawns now, again. I appreciate everyone who has been here for now, though. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm just still really happy. It's been really fun today. I know some people might genuinely fucking want to kill me. It's so funny. It's the first time in 10 years I've done this, and it's quite successful, and I just kind of like it. I just really like it. Right, should we just continue on with back to plants now? So all the textures are now converted, and now kind of the tedious part starts. So we've got this locked down. Let me move in here and go back to PSG materials. No, it should be SRM. This one is also locked, and then we will simply be going over all of the. Okay, so that one is something we should indeed alpha hide. So this is alpha add normal. That's the 039. See, so now I need to lock the material here. We're just gonna do these textures one by one. So as you can see, the normal map, what it does is it adds perceived depth. I don't have an SRM for this. Maybe a metal. No. Okay. So let's do 0.1. Alright, let's go back to YouTube. There we go, back to my dashboard, because now I can actually see the chat again. Just, you know, making sure everything goes well. Now we just unlock this one again for the banners. Also, we'll do that. This is called banner left. So with that one. So yeah, guys, if you are new here and you want to support me or the channel, be sure to either leave a like, subscribe down below if you're new. It helps out a lot, genuinely, and yeah, just be here, have a good vibe. So the difference, you guys, it might not be too noticeable from the get-go, but trust me, I've tried it for a few things now, and it genuinely does make such a huge difference. It's pretty spectacular, really. So it's maybe one of those things where it might be a bit over-engineered, for sure, but just the general difference in atmosphere, in feeling, I guess, is huge. Now, where is this carpet? Is it inside? No. But the thing is, I just want 3.0 to be... Ah, it's over here. I just want 3.0 to be the best version it can be. And then I say this, and then maybe next week, I'll have 5 new things that are going to be revolutionary in some ways, right? And that is a constant thing of me trying to just innovate and trying out new things, and you know, it doesn't really stop, I guess. I guess that's the big takeaway here. So that is the normal, these are textures. Okay, so I don't seem to have any specular maps for this. Okay. Oh, and I didn't notice. I need to... There we go. Alright. So now for the canvas. This is a color wrinkle. So I need to see where that is. Is that here? Again, it's small changes, but small changes in a large volume will still add up to be really, really big changes in the end. So that's gonna be great in the end. Well, you're in luck, Hoodads, because it is currently April 1st, and to be fair, it has been a pretty good April Fool's joke. So that it's an April Fool's joke. I'm not actually quitting. I just wanted to see if I could do an April Fool's joke. So I'm not going to be leaving. But it was quite funny to see so many people up in arms. And genuinely, a lot of the messages have been super kind and positive. So, you know, I really appreciate every one of you guys in that sense. Who has just been there, been kind, and been nice. Yeah, it does mean a lot to me. Even though it is quite a cunty move, maybe. But it was, yeah. Thank you so much, Hoodads. Hey, and to be honest, I haven't done April Fools in God knows how long. It's genuinely probably 10 years. So the fact that I've been able to get some of you guys, that's really funny to me. Now, where are these ones? Is it the ones in the roof here? No, it's not. We'll see over the course of how everything goes. So this is the roof page. There we go. So we'll need to tune this one down a little bit. And then this is the arch tunnel one. So we'll go back to the tunnel. I don't even know if it's this one, to be honest. I can't... Okay, those are apparently supposed to be there. Okay. So this is the tunnel page 2. I genuinely can't see where this one... Okay, yeah, this one changes there. Okay. Then we'll go to tunnel page 3. Boink. Again, so you guys won't notice too much difference individually, but the changes once actually in-game will be cumulative, and it will actually be a huge difference. So yeah, you just gotta trust me on this one for now, boys and girls and everything in between. But yeah, so this is kind of what my life has turned to right now. No, I'm not interested in signing in now, Microsoft. So ever since I updated my hardware, I get this constant message from Microsoft that I need to sign in. So I've signed in. I've even made like one. I've cleaned it entirely up. Made one of those like semi-guest accounts. Nothing seems to be working. It's driving me fucking off a wall. So the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I know that until Glass, I won't have any specular maps or metal maps in that for that matter. Right? So that's why I know. That's why I know things will be that way. So I know I can just swap between these now. So this is the ground old. Boink. Painted dirty. So we're just gonna go over. I could probably develop a script that does this automatically, but this is the way we're doing it now. Okay, for this one, so we can probably go down to 0.15, 0.1. So I will do these changes for every single stadium in the Mega Pack at the moment. And it will release for 3.0, which will be out in hopefully a few weeks to a month time. But a lot of changes like this actually take a lot of time, especially if you still if you do what I do, and that is, you know, have a job and stuff as well. So that is why it simply just takes a long time. And this is all a voluntary project, so thanks so much again to the supporters on Patreon. You guys are one of the big reasons why this is still possible. Without you guys, I would have needed to shut up a long time ago. Cheers, Declan. You wouldn't believe how many people fell for it on Twitter. It was quite funny. But how have you been, dude? Hopefully well. Yeah, that was that. Yeah, true. And this was the roof page. So we can do that. How did you guys like the I'm dead thumbnail kind of? I'm doing well. It's been really busy, but I have a lot of energy actually. So even though I've slept really little the last couple of weeks, and it's been a lot of late hours. I've actually really enjoyed the time back now. You're so tired? Yeah, modding does take it out of you, I will admit. It will take it out of you, lad. It is quite tough sometimes, and I don't think I'm exaggerating, right? There's a lot of pressure, at least I have pressure that I put on myself, which is totally my own thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to blame anyone else except for me here, but it's because you care so much for your product, right? For the thing that you're making. So yeah. It's a bit of that duality, I guess. Yeah. Right, so here now go with the glass. We'll do the red as the occlusion. And in the meantime, we'll do this normal. So now in game, it will actually look the part as well. There we go, pre-multiply. Just need to fix the tracking on it and it's all fine. Yeah, if you get that correct, dude, that's gonna be huge. Like that will actually be such a huge upgrade. It's unreal. If you need someone to test it, let me know, right? You know that I also I'm probably in the match engine more than anyone else for a lot of things. So if you need a dude, let me know. And because I'm just a curious little fucker, that too. 7 to 9. You slept 2 hours. Oh fuck. Yeah. I know a bit about that as well. It's not good for you, dude. It's not recommended to do that little. Trust me. You'll be feeling like hell. To be fair, I can't be saying no to that because I have also, you know, if there's one person who sleeps almost nothing, it's me. I average about 3 hours a night, so on good days. So don't take my sleeping advice in any case. Yeah, go take a nap, dude. Go take a nap. But thanks for popping in, Declan. Thank you for popping in. There we go. I didn't miss any, No, okay, good. Okay, good. So this is Metal Bar Arc Roof Girder 2. So that is, which one is that then? Right, I can't actually find it. Fuck. So this is Metal Bear Fence. But yeah, I want to thank everyone so far for just joining in and being a good sport. I'm probably... It's like looking at fucking paint dry at the moment. Which, fair enough. Okay, so that is over there. As for the metalness, let's just... Actually, what I'm gonna do now is this metal in materials, because I know that all of these are going to be using the same thing now. So the same roughness map and the same occlusion map. So now it all gets this shine, you know what I mean? So you might need to tone down the normal mapping a little bit. Everyone fell for it on your X. Yeah, I was really surprised, man. Genuinely. I was so surprised. I was like, surely people aren't gonna fall for it that badly, but yeah. Again, I was shocked myself. Let that be clear. Because I thought I actually did a really poor job at you know, being a wind-up in that regard. But the fact so many people did fall for it is also a big compliment, I guess. But yeah. I enjoyed it, at least. I think a lot of people did. And at the end of the day, I hope it gave a few people a laugh. Because I think that is something we do too little in the world. Just having a laugh. I mean, we could also just include the global SRM. So that is then this. Let's do plastic. So let's do the roughness and the occlusion. You finally caught a live stream, Baz. Hey, thank you so much. What's going on? I saw your Sports Interactive meme video. I thought it was quite funny. Let's do this and let's do that. Oh yeah, kurwa. Fuck. I forgot this thing in Blender. Sakra. Let's increase the pitch instead. There we go. If no one knows, no one can see it, so that's the philosophy. Hey, Moon. You guessed correctly. It is an April Fool's joke. But I did enjoy how many people fell for it. No, it is an April Fool's joke. I haven't done one for 10 years, plus minus. And now with such an audience, it was too good an opportunity to pass up. So I really enjoyed it this time around though. Oh yeah, by the way, we haven't even gotten into the lighting yet, right? So yeah, just to kind of let you know what kind of beast this is. I've not done anything to the Riverside yet, nope. But I will be doing so once I finish the top 5 leagues. Then I will go gradually over all of the other leagues. Yes. Eating waffles, watching Genius at work. Thank you so much, man. Are you Belgian then by chance, because you're eating waffles? Or am I horribly stereotyping you right now? I think I am, but still. Alright. Let's call that a good one. I don't think I can improve much more on that one as it is right now. Maybe the visit to Rwanda. That's an alpha, correct. So we'll also be doing the... Come on. Kurwa. We'll also be doing the... Sometimes Unity is like... I'm not going to utter those words, because I don't think it's going to end well for me. So we'll do the roughness map there, and we'll do the occlusion map. Now I'll also be doing that for... Is this one also... I think... No, it isn't. Okay. There we go. And we also have this huge chunk of stuff that I'm gonna map this to. Alright, and then point 1. English, just a big fan of waffles. I don't blame you. They are good. In the meantime, let's just really quickly... this one is linked to the rest, so I can't actually reduce or place it a bit lower. I can't actually do that, but let's instead do this 0, 0, 0, because we know that works. Then we'll save, and we'll apply the override. Nah, Jack, 3.0 will not be the final release. It was and it was an April Fool's joke, a good one at that, which is which is really funny to me. I thought it was more obvious that it was an April Fool's joke. But it was an April Fool's joke nonetheless. Right, so soon we're gonna start on the lighting real quick. So for this, I also need to do 0, 0, 0. Boom. So that's the lighting probe. As for the reflection probes, okay, they also look correct. Nice. Right, so for the halo and this one, we'll be making that spotlights, bake them in, because otherwise it's going to be way too performance heavy. And these all point up. They do. All right. Instead, okay, so this is 1A. Now they are pointing sideways exactly, which is good, because now we can do it like this. We place the intensities on like 80 and 180. So this will be the global ambient, like the side lightings, as so to speak. So we'll place these at 225 minus, of course. Not minus, that'll be 115 then. $45 even. I have seen someone that's cracked the manager profile picture, yes. And I'm gonna be helping them out in I'm gonna be helping them out a little bit in getting things right and help test. So hopefully that will go your ways really soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm happy to see a lot of people are now starting to get into modding themselves. A long time it felt like I was kind of the flag bearer alone, but it's really cool to see that so many people are joining in on the modding train as well now. So that is something that I am very happy about. So Skull Arma, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retire at the end of the year. You can take it up with my agent. But I feel like I'm not being valued enough by the club that I currently play for. So I'm going to go away on a free transfer. Is what I would say if it wasn't an April Fool's joke. So I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. No, Winless, because currently Stamford Bridge is looking like a shithole at the moment. So I still need to like do the stadium revamp that I've been planning. It's been really funny to see so many like fall for it, but it's also a little like I feel a bit sad because so many of you are just so genuine. It's really nice. I like it. But this is hopefully just a one-time thing only. But once I finish Stamford Bridge, I will be showcasing the hell out of it because I am a Chelsea supporter after all. So yeah, that will come in due time. So we'll do 40. Why are they only placed there? What the fuck? Right. Be gone, Tot. There we go. Simpler to remove the problem than to keep fucking about with it. So we'll change those to baked. These are spotlights, so that'll probably be 80. 120. Hey, Mr. Capitano. Hopefully you're doing well. I know I am. 2.4 has always worked, man. So I don't know why it hasn't for you, but it should have worked all the time. Oh, this is probably a bit too much. So let's reduce it to 60. We'll still get that benefit there. Yeah, 60 is good. And then to 40. We could probably even do a little bit less. We can do like 25. So now we have some, of course, gonna put into baked. Yeah, so 3.0 will come with a lot of performance benefits as well. So keep that in mind. That if you have a bit of a poorer PC, that is not. So the stadium now could be a bit laggy once 3.0 releases. That is when a lot of things will have been overhauled, and it will run a lot smoother on lower end hardware as well. So if you are skeptical of the performance, then I would recommend waiting until you've come to that part. Until that releases. But that's just my recommendation. All good, man. Let me know how it goes for you. So that is for the point lights. Okay. So this should be 101 and 180, and we'll put them to baked. Yeah, you can copy the free camera mod after Stadium Pack or before. That is both gonna be fine. Both are gonna be completely fine. So the reason why I'm changing from mixed lighting to baked lighting is quite simply because mixed lighting, although it looks better because it can render shadows in real time, it is quite heavy on performance. So you will notice that you will have a lot more frame drops. So if you're trying to do the settings yourself, that is something to keep in mind and be very aware of. Both the real-time and the mixed lighting is a mother trucker in terms of performance. Hey, Perlita, I am not going to retire though. It is currently April 1st. So it was all a very elaborate April Fool's joke. I'm sorry to have scared you, maybe. But at the same time, the opportunity was too good to not do. Right, so we're now going to render this stadium. The stream might go a little bit more choppy. But that is because we are obviously going to be putting a lot of stress on the GPU right now. So hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. Ah, fuck. I forgot. I know what I forgot. So this is without the lights actually being baked. Ah, it's going choppy again. I really need to find a better texture for this. Yeah, I probably should get the first like 3 minutes of this stream clipped and get it on YouTube as a separate video. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was an April Fool's joke, Alan. I'm reading through some of the comments on Twitter now and it's really funny to me. Yeah, it's really funny to me. Now guys, if you are new to the stream, first of all, welcome. It's been a bit of a dud. We're currently rendering lights. I'm going to re-render them now because I forgot to put it to static. So it might chop for a little bit. But if you are new, I really do appreciate you, and if you could leave a like on the stream and subscribe if you're new, if you want to, that would be fantastic. You can also dislike the stream if you think I'm a cunt, which totally fair, especially after today. But that would really be helpful. So yeah. Just wanted to say that before maybe the stream just explodes like last time. I've had a really good time. I'm not leaving anytime soon. Maybe I should keep specifying that as well for new people joining the stream. But it's been a good little April Fool's joke in my opinion. Yeah. So the baking is currently going to take what is it, about 10 minutes? So 10 minutes where we cannot really do too much. Baz, I almost don't mod it. I almost don't get the time to play FM. So every single 3 hour almost that I don't sleep or go to work, I mod the game now. So I'm currently about 1,200 hours into it, I think. I don't think that's too unreasonable. Which is, it's not insubstantial. I just don't have time. For me, it is more fun because I am someone who really enjoys learning new things, and so basically this whole version to me has been non-stop learning new things, right? So that is really fun to me. And well, I'm able to look past the suboptimal user experience. So I'm able to quite confidently look past that. A lot of people don't, which is fine. But I can enjoy it. Let me take a look here now. Make sure everything is still working as it is intended to work. And that is, yes, correct. Nice. Okay, good. I mean, the game, it's... Okay, so this is how I see it, and this might be a take that is quite controversial. I don't think FM26 is a bad game. I think it is a disappointing Football Manager game. But I think if you look at the game on its own, it's still a 6.5, maybe a 7. Like it's not a bad game. It's not a good Football Manager game. Gave half as an heart attack, even though you know but that's why I did it today. I just wanted to prod the bear a little bit. But I was surprised how many people fell for it. I will keep saying that. I think I expected more people to kind of see through it. So for me, the reason why I don't personally play FM26 is I cannot look past the interface and experience that I have. Right, so it's not that I want to go back to 24 because I think that also had its flaws, quite big flaws as well. And I think a refresh in the user interface and experience was very much needed. But I will say, have faith, because FM05 was the same as this one. As in, a lot of stuff broke, a lot of stuff didn't work. And you've got people now, as in Sports Interactive, who have done this for 32 years, I'm willing to have a bit of faith in them. One issue I have is the Villa fans are prone pink rather than claret. Anything I'm doing wrong? No, not at all, Phil. So the way that the crowds currently work is they take the color that FM has assigned to it in the editor, like in the database. So it takes that color code and it applies that to the supporters. So that is why, even if I could change it, I don't have the control over that at the moment. So there's nothing you can do about that, mate, sadly. There we go. Now we're going somewhere with the lighting. Hopefully no pitch diarrhea. And they're slowly patching it to fix the game breaking stuff. Exactly, and you have to, I think a lot of people forget, and I'm not trying to be a shield for Sports Interactive because they deserve some of the criticism that is levied towards them. The thing is, it is probably the biggest Unity game that has so much data, right? And I just think with an engine change, with a system that has been used for 20 years, almost, I'm not gonna say cut them some slack, but I'm willing to weather it out almost. I don't know if that makes a ton of sense. But I trust them enough, I think, to make that change, to be successful again. Now let's make sure all the probes are baked. They are. Cool. So that means we can now export the reflection cube maps. And we can start testing this out in game. This is so heavy on the PC, boys. Hey, and look, we all make mistakes, right? And I think SI knows that better than most people do. That they made a mistake. So in that sense, I'm willing to give 27 a try, even though that is also, that's like, I see 27 more like 26.3 almost. And then at the end of 27, I expect it to be where they wanted 27 to be, and then from that point on, it's like, you know, it's gonna, they'll get it back. And besides, their player base has grown exponentially over the last, what is it, 4 years with COVID and stuff. So I think, you know, it's a financially healthy studio and thing, but of course they do need to deliver. So I hope 27 I hope 27 brings a lot of positivity back to the scene. So that's what I'm taking 26 as a learning year for myself. So hopefully for 27 we're gonna like get right back into it and have a like fully functional thing to mod in from the get-go. And I think that's gonna be really, really cool. Right, so that is now built. Should we just go and give it a try now? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Need to rebuild it again. That's why I didn't have the probes and the light maps. So there we go. And then we'll try it in game really soon. So I'm gonna boot up FM already, to hopefully have it ready to go. And then we can see the difference between the original Parc des Princes and this one. And then, you know, we might have to rebake it once or twice. Things are never perfect from the get-go. So yeah, I'm just hoping that like version 3 of the mega pack is it's gonna be the thing that people like. It's gonna cook essentially. I hope that is the case. Now I do wonder, is there a like has someone made a Reddit post already? Because that would just be really funny. No, no, not a Reddit post. That's kind of funny. Would have expected it to go on there for now. By now. Anyway, let's go and try out the Parc des Princes, shall we? So it's now the Parc des Princes alone is now 4 times as large. Like the file size is 4 times as large as the original was. So just to kind of highlight how much extra data is in there right now, let's go to FM. There we go. So I'm hoping it looks good. I do hope it looks good. Yeah. All right, that's encouraging. This isn't though. So I need to... Fuck. I'm probably going to have to... I'm gonna have to do these lights all... Fuck. Is the stream still going well? Also, where the fuck are the seats? Huh? The ad boards are also... is that... Okay, yeah. This does look sick though. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully the stream isn't chopping too much. FM or like my PC is not liking this when I'm live streaming. So I'll be going right back to here now. So here again, if it is too bright for you, you can also decrease the bloom a little bit and raise the threshold. So now it looks a bit more normal. So what I will be doing now is, and this is going to be quite fucked. So we go back to Unity. And basically, So we got like almost none of the lens flare that I actually wanted, or like the bloom as well. I'm gonna be pulling it forward just a little bit. Thank you so much, Pedro. Muito obrigado. I don't understand why the seats weren't loading though. It did about 1,000 people today, William. I was surprised by it myself too, let's be real. I never thought that I would be able to juke so many people with it. It's was quite mental. But you are right, I am indeed not retiring. I'm taking a sabbatical. Like the goatest of goats, Mika Hakkinen. Ibrox has no away fans. Ibrox will be fixed. Do you want to see Ibrox? I'm working in Unity. You can't see that, but do you want to see Ibrox? So this is the rework for Ibrox that will come with 3.0. Can you see your club win 1-0 against Barca? So I still need to rework some stadiums in Italy, some stadiums in England, and then it's moving on to Portugal. Ignore the St. Mirren kits, they will get better. But this will be Ibrox's new... And it does have away fans here. So we can either... You guys will have the option to increase stuff like the bloom and stuff as well. Got your players sitting on the benches. Is this supposed to be Hansi Flick? Christ almighty. Pissing it down like it does in Scotland. Been there thrice, and thrice has been shite. So make of that what you will. It is this one. This is gonna be shite because I will need to do the lighting now as well. Fuck. Need to do the fixtures manually. Oh well. Let a light will do point. We'll do a bake light. The intensity of 30 with a range of 40. No shadows. With lens flare. We'll do that one. So we will now do this. All the way around. There we go. Yeah, so it is 16 to 19 and then 15. There we go. Boink. Yes, I have seen DP99 from the PES community. We're on good terms. So he's letting me use all of his stadiums for conversion. He's a true legend. So if you haven't followed him on Twitter yet, I would suggest you do so. But I will indeed be making the Portuguese stadiums once I finish reworking all the current ones, which is a huge job. But it is for sure in the plan to do it then. Am I going overkill with the lights? Hell yeah. Am I a perfectionist? Hell yeah. But the good thing is we can copy these all over to the other side soon. And once we're done with this. And that will be that. There we go. So guys, thoughts on Italy and them not being able to qualify for the World Cup? I think it's been super funny to see the reactions. I apologize if you're an Italia fan, but yesterday was really shit though. Let's see, there are no lights, so the lights end on that side. Thank you, Ayana. It's been really cool to get this far. Who do you think will win the World Cup? France. France or Spain? I think Argentina is also like they have a chance. I don't see Brazil doing well at all. Mainly because I don't know why, but that team just doesn't look to me like they... I don't know. It's not a Brazil team, you know what I mean? Like, I want to support my Brazilian bros, but I struggle to see it with them now at the moment. I think they might. I think France just genuinely, they can field 3 starting 11s in the World Cup, and they're all like, they're all not. I don't want to say the best, but they are all really good. If you know what I mean, like the average level in France in that squad is insane. The squad depth they have is just, it's unreal. It's unreasonably insane. I think England get grouped. I'm sorry. The only thing that will prevent them from maybe getting grouped is the fact that they have an amazing cup competition manager. I will stand by this forever. Thomas Tuchel is perhaps one of the best cup competition managers you can get. So for a World Cup, I really rate him. If you look at the Chelsea squad and whatever he did, The thing with the English squad is they don't have balance. They, Kane, Reece James, and I want to say Declan Rice, to me, are the only 3 world-class players that team has. I mean, Ronaldo just needs to... He needs to be there as support for the Portuguese group, in my opinion. You throw him on in the final minutes to decide a match. But he's just not got the physique in him left to play 90 minutes, I don't think. But yeah, England has 3 world-class players, in my opinion. Sorry, Cody. I am happy you know now that it's an April Fool's. But it was funny, because I had a lot of people on strings. Thank you so much, but there's only one GOAT, and that's Latifi. Christ almighty. Getting a lot of interactions today. The new update will not have all Croatian stadiums. It will still only have the Maksimir and Poljud. We're currently baking lights, that's why I'm not able to do anything. But yeah. I hope to be able to include more in the future. But right now I'm redoing all of the ones that I've added so far. $120 or something like that. It's a lot. So I only have Paris FC to go once I've done the Parc des Princes. Then that's France completely done. I need to take a look at if any patrons have resigned their memberships today. A few did. Ah, that's fine. It's the price I'm willing to pay. Hey, Vak. What's up, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Right, so we're baking lights. This can take a little while still. So I'm really quickly gonna go to the loo. I'll wash my hands, and I'll see you guys really soon. Hey. So yeah, happy April Fool's Day, guys. I should probably update the title of the stream now, shouldn't I? Is it possible on YouTube to clip things live? Because it just would be really good to just get the video up. I'll do it after the stream. Holy fuck, the initial post has 1,000 likes, holy shit. It's doing the rounds. Fucking hell. There's a button for us watching. Is there? I don't know. I probably could. Yeah, we can add a highlight video, I guess. I can't go earlier than the 18th minute. Okay. It's probably because it's 2 hours now, isn't it? So we've been live for, what is it? Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay, yeah, sure. So I'll have to do that in post processing, like the post editing. Okay. You said it a bit too early. All right. Okay, no, I can't do anything here right now. Okay. Whatever. We'll sort it out later. Has the last year returned assignment? So, look. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, because in the short term, they have. Right? In the short term, they have absolutely been a bit of a thorn in my side. On the long term, it's actually, a lot of these have been really beneficial. So, some stuff broke in the early, in the loading cycles the first few times with the updates. But that's because they changed a few things in the code, which now actually makes it a bit easier to mod certain things. I don't know if that's done as a result or as a conscious thing on their behalf. But the reason some stuff broke is because the changes they made fundamentally changed some things in the skins and in the mods. So, but I found it easier to adapt because some functions are now left over, which means I can use them, and thereby essentially I'm able to make it easier for myself. But it very much looks like it's Sports Interactive going, we don't want modding, right? So that's how it looks from the outside, but it isn't. I'm very sure that is not the case. So for me, it's been easier to work with, but I know for some of the skin makers, it's been a bit more difficult. Yeah, but that's like my own point of view on this whole thing. And it's what I said earlier to Baz is, look, this isn't to shield Sports Interactive from any criticism, because they do deserve it. But I'm also optimistic for 27. Yeah, and the thing is, they said they explicitly said they wouldn't be doing mod support in the first release, which, you know, we kind of said fuck it, and we did it anyway. So I don't really blame them in that sense either, right? It's one of those tricky things where, look, I was there a few days ago, or like a week and a half ago, to discuss something. But I'm optimistic for 27. Of course, I'm not allowed to share a lot of what happened and what was said. But I'm just really optimistic for 27 in the sense that they know what they did, and they are really looking forward to fixing things. Hey Nabrudi, how are you? So, and I don't think you have to forget that it's such a large data-driven game, and not to make excuses, but it is quite difficult. I'm doing well. And they also had to translate 20 years of code to a new engine. So it's far from straightforward and easy. It's very tricky. Again, and I will call them out because I don't think it's a product that I would have liked to buy. It's why I didn't buy the game. But I think in general, I think faith and like thinking that they've done it for such a long time now that I have a bit of faith in them to pull the ship right. I'm not saying you should have that as well, because I think that's your own opinion, your own view that you should have. That is mine. I probably made no sense there, but I hope I did. Right, let's try out this new version of the Parc des Princes. It's been 15 minutes since we last did the bake. So let's go to PSG. And let's test out these new lighting changes. Okay, that still works now. Good. Thank you for the follow, Cody Cakes. I assume that's you, Cody, from YouTube as well. Otherwise, that'd be really coincidental. There we go. That's better. Still, why are the benches here not working? They should. I mean, they are there. Hey, G5. I'm doing well. How are you? We could probably upgrade this to a better looking concrete as well. So I don't know. I actually don't know why the benches here for Paris just aren't showing up. Oh, I didn't see that. Halftime in match. That is probably got to do with the skin. That is my best bet. Yeah, this is gonna look so ace, man. Once it's out. Thankfully, you don't have to see the dugout from here. And they have been making good changes, yeah. Alright, so that is Paris Saint-Germain. Let me just quickly put a post up on X. You could try it without the skin, see if it still does it, and if it does, then I'll need to look into it. But it was a problem with some skins in the past as well. So please try that, and if that doesn't work, or quite simply try and remove my own pack, because that's maybe easier to remove, and then try and see if it does the same thing anyway. Um, it is smelling quite burny in here, so it might be something from. Didn't have any crash with my makeup pack. Okay, well then I would, yeah, again I would recommend, I would recommend following the steps that I just pointed out. And if that does it, then I'm happy. And if not, please report back, and then I will make sure to look at some things, and if I can do anything to help it or prevent it. So I'll figure out the benches later. Yeah, cool. Let's go to Paris FC, and then we are done with France. When do I think they will release? I've got no idea, dude. Seriously, I just don't know. I'm hoping it's in a few weeks' time, but I genuinely just don't know. So I have no insight into the release schedule that Sports Interactive has, which makes it a bit tricky, of course, but yeah, I just don't have that, sadly. Let's do the stripe lens at 0.5. We'll give this an extra stripe and aspect ratio of 1.7. So we'll give it that, and we'll name this one Paris FC. All right. Finish up all stages on your list. Do you have any modding goals afterwards? Just keep expanding it, keep improving it. I also do wish to. Oops, not that. I also do wish to, well, not mod other games, but do stuff like boot packs, like 3D boot packs. I'm also in the process of like trying to learn how to do player faces and animations, because I think that is a part that FM is in desperate need for. As well as, I think something that could be really fun is stuff like tifos and flares in the stands. Right, so those are not the only light fixtures. Same here, we just need to adjust it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so I do certainly have plans for after the stadiums. And in general, I don't have the patience to do UI modding. I figured that out quite quickly now. But I do have some intentions and hopes to get cracking towards maybe some actual like AI, not even AI, but just dialogue overhauls, like AI interactions with the game. So the fact that maybe interactions will take on a more dynamic thing, that's something I am looking into. And not necessarily on the flavor text level, but mostly so what the interactions do level. But that is for a long time in the future. Yeah, basically, Unity is so flexible with this that I think it is going to be a huge thing, especially in the coming years. And don't forget, we're only like in the first year now of Unity. So there is still a lot more to learn, as I will learn a lot more as well. So yeah, I think only from here the only way is up, genuinely. And I'll keep hammering that torch. Things will only get better for now. Let's rotate them 180 degrees. It's not going to be quite 100% fitting, but we'll make it fit. So there we go. I don't know if it's saving FM, guys. I think it's mostly just we as a community have the opportunity to do things Sports Interactive maybe cannot. And I think we should make use of that opportunity we have. I would quite struggle with UI modding. Hello, Almo. Good to see you here, man. Thank you so much for becoming a Patreon member. Yesterday, 2 days ago. Thank you. And Brache, what's up? Part of the day streaming. I want to get back to it more regularly again, man. It's been too long that I've been treating it a bit willy-nilly. So I'm hoping to get back to it more regularly now. So yeah, currently in the process of redoing the Paris FC. It is still the old one because I can't find the buoy. I can't find it yet. And I cannot be fucked to make it myself. Because I am a bit lazy sometimes. And then all the way down here. Yes. So I will be reducing the brightness, guys, don't worry. Somewhat in the middle of the night because my sleep schedule is fucked. Yeah, I can relate. I can relate very well, actually. Yoink. And then we'll just rotate it 90 degrees. There we go. And it was until 23. And we will rotate it forward a little bit. There we go. Sakra. Might not be here for a long time, dude. That does not matter. I went 56 hours without sleep last week when I came back from London, so I know the feeling, bro. It's totally fine. It is totally fine. And fuck the soft shadows, because those are performance eaters. So there we go. Those can stay at 80. And I want to copy and paste them again. And we're going to turn them into spotlights with 180 range. This will be a pivot, so we'll do it like this. There we go. Then we go to 8 and Sploink. There we go. And then for these, we can all point them a bit more upwards like that. Cool. That looks good. Right. We'll apply these overrides. Save the game, or save the scene. Make sure we're on the right settings. Yes, sir. Okay. And we'll generate the lighting. So the stream might be a bit more choppy now for a little bit. I think Pix FM needed a bit of work when I played it. I am really excited for the game because I think it's quite a good game underneath. It's quite good underneath. It just needs some more work, and that's what they're doing. But I'm optimistic for it. I like it. I think it's a nice concept. I'm curious to see how they will do the time gating. But they said they didn't want to do microtransactions, which, yeah, I'm optimistic for it, man. All right. Let me go here. Okay, there we go. Seeing it come to life. It is, right? The thing is, and that is maybe why UI isn't something for me, but seeing stuff like this come to life is giving you a different appreciation for the visuals. So the thing with UI is it doesn't give me that immediate feedback, right? It's sure this sometimes looks like ass too, but with skins it's more like I just don't have the patience for it and I can't see the changes. What a day today's been. Maybe I'll do another live stream tonight to stay a bit more in the groove, because I do like it. So this should be France done now. Yeah, it's really a lot of trial and error, almost. So, and it's not necessarily because this is also trial and error a lot of the time, but it's like it's more consistent, I guess. And I told one of the guys there because you wouldn't believe the amount of abuse that that the skin maker sometimes gets, especially on update days, right? Like just the other day when FM released their update, some of the abuse that the skin makers get is just insane. Like, why haven't you updated the skin yet? It's been out. The update's been out for 10 days, for 10 hours, sorry, or 10 minutes sometimes. And I told the guys, maybe it's because I do these live streams that people appreciate the work behind it a lot more. I don't know. But it's really sad sometimes when I see the skin makers who I would say they are probably, they have more contribution to the community than I have. I'm really willing to say that. And to see the entitlement that they go through, like as in from the community, I really was shocked by that. And I don't know. Thank you so much, Two Fingers Neat. I don't know if you're here because of the title, but if you are, then I want to just reaffirm you. I am not leaving, so I'm not retiring. It's an April Fool's prank. I don't know, Lalana. I don't actually play the game, but what I would suggest is to, well, maybe use a different striker. Because sometimes when you drop a player, it can actually really help him or her, now in this case, become better. So no, I'm not sure, Lalana, but I always play center backs as strikers. So I put my strikers out to the wide areas, and then I just get a fuck off big defender like a 6'6" giant, put him in attack. Thank you, Two Fingers. That is that's a generous response. Thank you. But yeah, my most successful strikers have always been center backs that I've converted to strikers. Simply because they just outbully everyone. You just lump in a cross and it gets to him, and he doesn't even need to jump most of the time. It's some of the most free goals that I've ever made. I had a striker in Scotland, Thiago, the Mohawk Murderer, and he was 6'8", and he just stood there like he was just like a full head taller than everyone else. False nines are good on this game, yeah. I never really liked advanced forwards. I just always thought, because I always used to play with like a target. My system for French Guiana was absolutely cooked. It was total chaos. It had two Raumdeuters. It had two trequartistas. Two segundo volante. Like it was purely relational football. But it worked really well. But I'm also the guy that got Ollie McBurn to score 70 goals in a calendar year, so. Did he outscore Haaland and Mbappe? Don't think he did. I think it came a goal short in the final of the Champions League. Yeah, so essentially no one has a position, which means your opponent cannot track you. And that is really strong because if you have players that are good enough, then the thing is that the players will like cover for each other. So that was a really strong tactic that I had back then. I need to go to my PSG save. I've got so many saves, guys. It's ridiculous. The movement for all the striker roles are really good. Okay. Yeah, again, I've never liked the channel forward. Like, the advanced forward is now channel forward, right? I never liked that role. It's too isolated. I don't know. It works well in a 2-striker system. Then a 1-striker system, I think it's just way too... I always needed like a target man or like a false 9 next to the advanced forward. Yeah. But that is true almost. So everyone was just roaming around and there was no system, but the system was that there was no system. This is the Charlotte, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they are not good enough on their own in that regard. This looks good. I need to adjust the benches a little bit though, but I'm really happy with this. So again, there is also the option now for 3.0 that you're able to tweak the post-processing. What do you guys think of the Gegenpress? Because I never liked positional tactics. It is good if you master it, because I like seeing a lot of green passing lines. So when I do it, I need to do it really well, if that makes sense. Oh, how is that not? Was that not a penalty? Fuck me. Look at the rain as well now. That is splendid. That is actually really good, man. Holy fuck. I'm really happy with this. That is really, really sick. I need to share that. Ha! Man, I love this about the modding. It's you can just see it. It's so cool. I may or may not be doing that soon, Cody. So I have this idea that I've also written down now. Because I have a notepad that I always there's a camera. Where I just write down my new ideas. So one of the ideas that I have written down is... Oh, I haven't. Should do it now. So you will be able to go to your trophies. And the idea is that you'll have a 3D camera, or like a 3D model that you can walk around with your manager. And basically, you will be able to see all the trophies that you've won in your save game, like in 3D. There we go. Yeah, so I just have pen and paper next to me, and I'm always thinking of new things, right? So I'm trying to write them down. So I think stuff like that is really sick if you can do that as well. Because now if you go to your club and where are trophies? Is that just club site? Club history. So if you go to here to your honors, that will actually go it will trigger a scene switch to a trophy room. Yeah, exactly. We could tie to the wardrobe change appearance thing. Yeah. Nice, 2 fingers. You do use gegenpressing, but not as a whole. Tempo is lower. Yeah, same. So I have like a possessional gegenpressing mix. When I get on a 4-game losing run. To be fair, now that you guys are here, I want to showcase this player because I think he's fantastic. I don't know if I've shown him off earlier, but God, I love my roster. This was an online save with the boys. It was so good. But this is the striker that I was talking about. Well, he's technically still a defender, isn't he? Thiago, the Mohawk murderer. So he is 203 centimeters tall. What is that in freedom units? Yeah, 6'9". Let's see, he has 28 caps and 6 goals now. But he has, like, he started as a defender, right? This is the best deal I've ever had on FM. Not the best. There's one that is better. So he's got 181 goals in 200 games. Now keep in mind, this is when he became a true striker. 8 finishing. Like he don't give him the ball. Don't make him run. Just Pippo Inzaghi. He's not a striker, he's not a finisher, he's just pump high crosses in and let it do his job. So yeah. I got a 42, yeah, so I'm not gonna sell him, of course. But there's another one, because we're going from one extreme to the other. And that is if I go to my Elon save. Where is it? God dang it. Here it is. It is cheating. It is so funny because when we played online, right, with the 4 boys. So what constantly, they were afraid of me if they had to play me. Every time they were afraid. Because they just knew he was playing. Sadly never won the title, but it was really funny. So then we go from one extreme to the other, and that is Neville McLaughlin, who is 156 centimeters. And this is probably the best player I've ever used in any FM. Came in a free transfer from Alliance in the Cayman Islands. This is my Messi. This is literally my Messi. 2 jumping reach, which is fantastic. But this man is magic. It's magic. So this was from 24 still. Yeah, he does. It is cracked. I think we are actually using the Colosseum, so we can go in here because this was my test stadium. So if you want to see the Colosseum in FM, then this is the way to do so. But he's just insane. He is so small, it's really funny. You give him the ball and he just dribbles out on the left wing and it's insane. And I miss this sort of immersion because the reason why I was able to sign this guy is because I had it. Oh yeah, here we have to call the same. I had him in my team, so here he is, tiny little fucker. So I had him in. I came across him during one of those international breaks, and I just saw a what was it, 5'1" left winger, and I was like, I need to have him. He's from the Cayman Islands. Sick. I need to have him. I think he scored a few goals here as well. Not sure. Here we go. Oh yeah, shady turnover in possession. But as for the whole Colosseum, it's got 250,000 people now. So I'm not gonna zoom out because then the PC might freeze, but come on, show the fucking goal. Oh yeah, this was Pablo Pellegrin. He was a youth player. When is the next goal? There it is. Hello. Oh, it's not from kickoff, is it? What the fuck? Oh well. Anyway, yeah, never mind. This is gonna take too long. But it's just, look, this is the sort of thing that I miss in 26. Just the pure, unadulterated chaos sometimes. Now let's move over to Italia. Because AS Roma still needed some work. Let's go to Unity, there we go. So I don't actually know why. Oh yeah, I do remember now. It's because this one, yeah. So we need to make this one, and then we need to override it. There we go. And I need to rerun the baking, which is kind of fucked. Yeah. Oh well. I wish I could just bake one light map individually, but we can't. So it's like this. So we're gonna have to bake this one right now. Thinking of ending the stream rather soon, just so I can get a bit of rest, get my food prepped, and then we'll do another stream tonight. I think that's fair enough. Yeah, have a good one, Almo. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Hopefully you're gonna have a good night's sleep. Or a good day's sleep. I was just wondering if there's a known fault with Napoli. For some people it crashes, yes. But that will be resolved for 3.0. A lot of things will be resolved for 3.0 actually. So yeah. I'm gonna make this swimming cap thing. I'm gonna make that my profile picture. Let me show it to you guys. Because I think it's just funny. I'm gonna make this my new Twitter profile picture. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Let me go and find the correct one. Oh, and I didn't save it. Let me quickly show it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There is it. There it is. So I'm probably gonna make this my new profile picture on Twitter. Just because I think it's really cool. It's really funny. As for when 3.0 will be, that will be whenever I feel like I've finished it enough to be actually like sick. You know, when it's gonna add so much more in terms of gameplay. And I'm not there yet, sadly. So yeah. That whenever it's ready, it's gonna come out. First, it's gonna be a week early on Patreon for the €10 game changers and above. That is to also help me test out new stuff and make sure that the public launch will be as good as it can be. And I'm currently about 80 stadiums in from the 209, so it's still quite a ways to go. But I am also quite confident that it's gonna be a significant update. So yeah, thanks everyone so far for just being here. I'm not retiring, contrary to the title. But I'm not retiring. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna end the stream now. Gonna prep some food. I'll be back in a few hours. So thank you guys and take care. See you later, alligators.